this is Ella Lynn, and thanks for stopping by my channel, Everything Spiritual. Today I'm going to do my 12th house astrology reading for the month of August and for the sign of Virgo. Virgo's dates are August 23rd through September 22nd. Virgos are a mutable sign, which means they're able to adapt to the needs of their surroundings. And they're also good at working together for the greater good of all. Virgos are very self-critical, and sometimes they can get into servitude, meaning they give more of themselves than they should when helping others. So let's see what's going on with Virgo for the month of August. All right, Virgo, in your first house, you have the Page of Fire and you have the books. So you've seen as someone, Virgo, who's very optimistic. You're very smart. You're someone who is very involved. You're very passionate when you're helping others. So you're viewed as someone who's very smart, passionate, and when it comes to helping others, you'll go above and beyond to help them. In your second house, we have the Queen of Water and Time. So when it comes to your ability to earn money and how you value material things, you are someone who gives of yourself to others. You're someone who will give the person the saying, the shirt off your back. You're very loving and compassionate. When it comes to your possessions, you don't mind sharing them because you believe in the greater good of all. And you just need time. You need more time so that you can do a better job with your finances. You need more time so that you're able to manage your finances better. You need to spend more time investing in yourself when it comes to your finances, vice other people. Your third house, Virgo, this is how you communicate in your immediate environment, and you're seen as someone who's very motivational. You're inspirational. You have the King of Fire energy. You can make things happen. And you're able to bring people together, again, that Virgo energy, to come together for the greater good of all. And this is dealing with your immediate environment, whether it's in your community, work, or home. Your fourth house, Virgo, we have the transformation. So when it comes to your stability, when it comes to your emotional nurturing, your emotional support system, you've gone through some changes. You may have had a shakeup. You may have had a separation or a breakup of some sort. But whatever it is, it involves a woman, and this could be you, Virgo. Just know that you're going through some changes regarding your emotional nurturing. You're going through some changes regarding your emotional support system. But just know that once you release what no longer serves you, Virgo, it makes room for what you do need in your life. So releasing the toxic people from your life, Virgo, is going to allow you to make room for peace. It's going to make room for people to come into your life that can add value to you in your current situation. In your fifth house, Virgo, we have the King of Water. And then we have the Compass. And this is someone who's trying to find their way. This is someone who needs direction. So this could be related to Virgos and your short-term relationships, your flings, You may be at a point where you're ready to find direction. You're ready to settle down and find someone that's going to complement you and add value to your life. And your 6th house, Virgo, this is where your work, health, and service, and we have release. So there's something you need to let go of. This may be time for you to find a new job. This may be time for you to join or invest your time into a different community venture or some type of nonprofit or volunteer organization. But you need to look at the people around you, and you need to let go and release all of those people or those people in situations that don't add value and that no longer serve you regarding your work, regarding your job, your career, or if you provide service. And the male, this is either the male who needs to release and let go, or you're the person that's a part of the problem in the workplace or in the nonprofit. But either way, now's the time for endings and releasing and letting go of things that no longer serve you. Your 7th house is a house of relationships and partnerships. And you have a very, very successful relationship. The relationship, it works for you. The person compliments you, and it's solid and it's stable. So some of you have a very stable relationship. And your 8th house, Virgo, this is a house of shared assets and transformation. This is where you have your bad behaviors, your bad, what do you call it? Bad habits. This is where you have smoking, drinking, adultery, just any behavior that is outside of the social norm. And for you, Virgo, you're exercising judgment. You have the Queen of Air. And so you're in a place of transformation and regeneration because you're able to release those things or situations from your life that no longer serve you. And you've suffered. You've gone through pain. You've had to sacrifice to get to where you are. The 9th house, Virgo, is a house of higher learning and expanded consciousness. And here we have the Queen of Earth, which this is Virgo's an earth sign. So this represents you, Virgo. So when it comes to your higher learning, when it comes to your spirituality, when it comes to your meaning of life, you're very practical. You like to keep it simple. And you're very loyal. You're very dedicated and committed to your cause. Your 10th house is where you have your professional achievements and your career and reputation. And when it comes to your job or your career, you're at a crossroads, Virgo. You're at a point where you need to stand up for yourself. Maybe you need to make a choice to choose employment that is better suited for you. And you're at a point now where you have grown. You have grown to stand up for yourself. You've grown to have self-confidence. And now it's time for you to make a change. Now it's time for you to choose which path you want to go on. So regarding your professional achievement, regarding your career, it's time for you to make a decision. You've learned valuable lessons where you are and valuable experiences. And now it's time for you to make a decision. Do you move on? Do you pursue another passion in regards to your career? So you've got to make some decisions, Virgo. Your 11th house is the house of joint-minded activities. And here it looks like maybe you're spreading yourself too thin, Virgo. You may be a part of so many groups or organizations that you're spreading yourself thin. You need to bring balance. You need to cut back in the time that you're giving to these activities and these social groups, and put some of that back into yourself. And then you have the wishing well, which is just letting you know that you have resources and you have creativity. Well, you have resources. You just need to bring things back into balance, and you need to heal so that you can bring things back into balance. The 12th house is the house of karma. And this is where you have fears and self-defeating behaviors. So here we have the Hermit. So some of you all Virgos have had the opportunity to spend time alone. And this is the Hermit is the sign for Virgo. You need to spend some time alone, and you need to look at those areas in your life where you have self-defeating behavior, and you need to find ways to overcome the self-defeating behavior. It's almost like addressing your shadow side or the dark side of your personality. Know that once you do that, it'll give you a greater sense of independence and understanding of yourself. All right, let's summarize this reading with our astrology dice. You have the number 2, Virgo, and Uranus. So some of you all Virgos, you're going to have some drastic changes in your finances. You're going to need some solitude and some time to sit and rationalize how to make your finances better. And you also have to make sure that when you're rationalizing, Virgo, you're not being overly critical of your financial situation. And just know that you need to make changes. Be inspired to make changes in your finances. And the changes that you make are going to bring about stability, because it's going to be for the best, and it'll relieve some of the chaotic confusion or feelings, or the chaos surrounding your finances. It should relieve some of the chaos surrounding your finances. To receive more spiritual guidance, you can follow me on Instagram at Eleventh. To book a reading, go to www.eleventheverythingspiritual.com. Have a wonderful day, and as always, namaste.